It's sunny outside. It's a good angle. So I'm gonna just use this to respond to this video. Um, at the end of Chainsawman, a lot of people were hit by the reading comprehension devil because the ending did not undo the entire series. There's literally a scene at the end where Pochita is still Denji's heart, but Denji isn't Chainsaw Man. There are scenes where power is drawn to Denji because he smells like dogs, and we only know that power likes dogs through part one. So these emotions and these connections are still there. It's just that the the whole memory and idea of Chainsaw Man is something that happened, but no one knows it happened except for Pochita. No one knows, but those emotions and connections are still there from part one and from part two. So when people say that this ending undid the whole series, I think that is just one, objectively wrong, and two, I think is stupid. And I also don't like your comment because you call the ending slop. A lot of people are not happy with shonen endings because they don't want the story to end. I honestly just don't think people like when stories end because a lot of people would rather the story continue on forever and it be really good than for it to end on a good note. I honestly think where Fujimoto ended it was good. It was perfect. He did not need a part three. A part three would have been terrible. It would have been dragged on. It would have been what you said. It would have been slop. But yeah, a lot of people don't like shonen series ending. And I kind of get that because they're your favorite stories. um, and a lot of I'm not gonna say a lot of shonen. I'm not gonna say a lot of shonen, but the shonen that have ended recently, My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Chainsaw Man have had good endings. I say JJK is a decent ending, but a lot of people were mad at the endings because they don't want those stories to end because those stories were great stories, and a lot of people don't like when great stories end. And a lot of people keep on talking about plot points and about how plot points, about how some plot points were not answered, and I can kind of feel that. But the point of a story is not to answer every plot point. Every plot point. A story is meant to be told in a way that isn't like a checklist. Just because there are plot points that were not addressed doesn't mean that they won't be addressed in the or they won't be addressed in the future, or that it's not up to the readers to think about the ending and the plot points and be like, okay, maybe this happened because of this. Like, for a story to have unanswered plot points is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because it keeps the readers talking about the story for a long, long time. But it's a bad thing because a lot of readers will be upset that their favorite plot points did not get addressed. And honestly, I feel like Fujimoto addressed almost every major plot point in part two with the ending. So I think it's a good ending. I don't know why people are upset with it. I don't know why people are calling it slop. But yeah. It's really my take on it. And another thing is a lot of people are posting screenshots with chapters and they're misinterpreting what the chapter is, and I kind of just don't pay attention to that. Just like how I wasn't gonna make a video to this comment, but I was like, I can't put into words like what I feel about this comment, and it didn't get me like riled up or anything. It was just important for me to respond to this comment in a way that made sure that the gripes that I had were addressed. But yeah, that's just really my take on the ending, and I think that the ending was a product of two things. One, fan pressure for him to continue on to do another series, and he probably just didn't want to drag out a story that needed to be finished. And two, it's the burnout of Weekly Shonen Jump and the pressure of having to put out a chapter every week or every 2 weeks. And I feel like that's how we get rushed endings like JJK and Chainsaw Man. And I think it's just how we get stories that people don't feel satisfied with the endings. And I'm honestly not a big fan of Weekly Shonen Jump. I do enjoy like the chapters in the series that the Weekly Shonen Jump machine produces, but it's just like burning out these authors, and it's causing them to produce stories that not everyone is happy with. And I think there's definitely another way we can go about it. Like maybe a chapter every 2 to 3 weeks. And yeah, that's really just my take on Chainsaw Man. It's probably gonna be my last video. Just want to say I love Chainsaw Man. I loved all of it. I started it like literally almost from the beginning. Like yeah, like I've been reading this since I've been reading it since it came out. So yeah, this is one of the mangas that and My Hero Academia were probably the two mangas that I like started that got me into manga. So it's weird to see those two like go. Oh, and JJK. It's weird to see those two go, but it's just like I don't know. We're kind of at a point where we got to make room for new series like Kagurabachi, like Gachikuda, like Don Dadan. It's a fourth series, and think I'm blanking on. But yeah, I just think it's time for new shonen to come, and I'm excited for that. Oh, series, the three series I'm thinking about is Centuria, Mad, and Itchy the Witch. Those are what seven great manga series. So or no, like I'd say six. But yeah, those are mangas that I feel like need to be recognized, and I feel like with Chainsaw Man kind of bowing down and saying I'm done, I feel like it's time for other mangas to rise and um, I don't know, I wouldn't say rule the market, but just like it's time for new things. It's time for new things, y'all. It's just time.